Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kebala Bhakati Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kebala Bhakati Sadma Pandomo Visabhadana Pati Pandomo Visabhadana Pati Yara Prasani Bhai Hi Bhuriya Jahan Yara Prasani Bhai Hi Bhuriya Jahan Krishna Prabni Hoya Hoite Krishna Prabni Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Padbhava Kya Chitete Koriya Kya Harana Kuriyo Mane Hasha Harana Guri Obani Asha Shri Guru Charane Radhe Hesi Utabhagati He prasadi puri sarva hasha He prasadi puri sarva hasha Chakudari Ruje Chame Chame Prabhu Se Devega needed Bogasito. Prema Bhaktiya Hoide Avira Vida Sajate. Hirenga Jahara Jangito. Singuru Karuna Sindhu Hadubhaja Narabadu Lokena Lokera Jivadha Ha Brahmu Godadoya Deo Bode Parachaya Viningan in Tribo Fada Ha Brahmu Godadoya Jaya Bode Parachaya Viningan in Tribo Fada Srila Prabhupada Padita Pavana Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyabari Paschachara Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarina Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarina Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Jai Om Vishnupad Parahamsa, Parivrakacharya Sutra Sata, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Parahamsa, Parivrakacharya Sutra Sata, His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nam Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath, Shyama Kund, Radha Kund, Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासारी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर धाम की जय, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय, यमुना माई की जय, गंगा माई की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी महारानी की जय, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरे हरे बोल. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna and welcome to today's special Sunday Love Peace program here at Sri Sri Radharadhanath. A very warm welcome to anyone who is joining us for the first time today and to our online community. A small reminder, if everyone could please take out their cell phones and please check that it is on silent or switched off. A very happy Father's Day to all our dads and father figures that are joining us today. And what better way to start today's Father's Day program than by watching a short video clip by the founder Acharya of ISKCON, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, which we will now do.
So, Krishna was the intimate friend of Arjuna, and not only to Arjuna, all the Pandavas. So they cannot tolerate separation from Krishna. This is the sign of Krishna devotion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I have no love for Krishna. That verse, and just I forget. Na prema gandhasti. So you have no love for Krishna, you are always crying for Krishna, and still he says that you have no love for Krishna. No, I am crying just to make a show. Actually, I am not devotee of Krishna. Why? Because if I could have been a devotee of Krishna, how could I live without him? I have not died still. That means I have no love. This is the sign of love. That a lover cannot live for a moment without being associated with the beloved. This is a sign of love. So this love can be appreciated only between Radha and Krishna, or between the gopis and Krishna. Not otherwise. Actually, we do not know what is the meaning of love. It's like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Asrisva padartang pinastumam marmahatang karotuba adarsana yatha tatha va vidudhati lampata matprananathasti svaivana jugaitam nimishena chaksusha pravishayitam sunnaitam jagat sarvam govindam virahena me. Govinda viraha means separation. When Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was playing the part of Srimati Radharani, Krishna, when he could not understand himself, Krishna is unlimited. He is so unlimited that Krishna himself cannot understand. That is unlimited. The unlimited cannot understand about his unlimitedness. Therefore, Krishna took the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani, and that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The picture is very nice. Krishna taking the ecstatic love of Radharani appears as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahayanna. So by worshipping Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you simultaneously worship Radha and Krishna. Radha Krishna is very difficult to worship. So, whatever we are worshipping Radha Krishna, that is Radha Krishna in his Narayan form, Lakshmi Narayan. In the beginning, we should worship Radha Krishna in the level of Lakshmi Narayan with awe and veneration, very strictly following the rules and regulations. Otherwise, Radha Krishna in Vrindavan, the devotees, they do not worship Krishna because he is God, but they worship Krishna, not worship, it is above worship. It is simply a love. It is like loving your lover. It does not mean worship. It is spontaneous, heart's business. So that is the Vrindavan position. So, even though we are not on the high standard of the Vrindavan level, still, if we do not feel separation of Krishna, then we must know that you are not still perfect devotee of Krishna. That is what is feeling separation.
Prabhupada ki jai. Once again, a very warm welcome to anyone who has just joined us. We will now be going into class, which is titled The Golden Incarnation, and it will be presented by His Grace Virabhadra Das. His Grace Virabhadra Das joined ISKCON approximately 16 years ago after reading Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is. He began attending various programs regularly and started doing many services. Prabhu is an initiated disciple of His Holiness Kadamba Swami and currently serves as the head of the Harinam department. His Grace Virabhadra Prabhu also travels and preaches here in South Africa and many other countries. I would now like to invite Prabhu to take his seat on the Vyasasan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, thank you all for attending today's program. I didn't think it'd be so full when you heard I was speaking, or the invite went out that I was speaking. So we'll sing Jai Radha Madhava. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana 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 Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपा गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय Ganga Maya ki jai, Yamuna Maya ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Tulsi Maharani ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktavrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. So, my topic, the Golden Incarnation. So, before I begin, anyone here for the first time? Or fairly new to Krishna consciousness? A few of you. Okay. I just want to know so I know how to base my class and how to speak. So I'll be speaking more especially for you guys, right? So we're going to read from this book, the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, written by one of our acharyas, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And we're going to be reading from Adi Leela, Volume 1, Chapter 2, entitled Lord Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And we'll read from text 22. So those of you that raise your hands, do you know who Lord Chaitanya is? No. Yes. Yes or no? You know. Okay. Okay, so this verse will clarify that. So please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And then we can also say the prayer that we say just before reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Seta Govinda Sakshat Chaitanya Gosani Jiva Nishtarite Aiche Dayalu Aranahi. And the translation, that Govinda personally appears as Chaitanya Gosani. No other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen souls. So the Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Govinda, Krishna, right, he appears as Lord Chaitanya. But he also goes to say that no other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen souls as Lord Chaitanya. So we'll read the purport, and while I'm reading, I can think of what I'm going to say. Having described Govinda in terms of his Brahman and Paramatma features, now the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita advances his argument to prove that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the identical personality, the same Lord Krishna, in the garb of a devotee of Sri Krishna, has descended to this mortal world to reclaim the fallen human beings who had misunderstood the personality of Godhead even after the explanation of the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, directly instructed that the Supreme is a person, that the impersonal Brahman is his glowing effulgence, and the Paramatma is the partial representation. All men were therefore advised to follow the path of Sri Krishna, leaving aside all mundane isms. Offenders misunderstood this instruction, however, because of their poor fund of knowledge. Thus, by his causeless, unlimited mercy, Sri Krishna came again as Sri Chaitanya Koshani. So, Krishna came and he spoke the Bhagavad Gita. And in the morning, if we heard the class, we heard that verse from Bhagavad Gita 1866. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. Krishna is saying. But Prabhupada is saying, due to the poor fund of knowledge of the people in general, they could not take to this instruction. Either they could not understand Krishna, or they still wanted to enjoy their senses. But Krishna is very merciful, and he comes in the form of Lord Chaitanya to deliver these fallen souls. And then Prabhupada goes on, and he quotes many verses from different Shastra to establish this truth that Lord Chaitanya is none other than Krishna. And we'll read a few, and then we'll speak. The author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita most emphatically stresses that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He is not an expansion of the Prakash or Vilash forms of Sri Krishna. He is the Swayam Rupa, Govinda. Apart from the relevant scriptural evidence forwarded by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, there are innumerable other scriptural statements regarding Lord Chaitanya's being the Supreme Lord himself. The following examples may be cited. Number 1, from the Chaitanya Upanishad, and I'm just going to read the English because for time purposes. Lord Gaura, who is the all-pervading supersoul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appears as a great saint and powerful mystic who is above the three modes of nature and is the emblem of transcendental activity. He disseminates the cult of devotion throughout the world. And then from the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, O Supreme Lord, you are the Supreme Maheshwar, the worshipable deity of all the demigods and the Supreme Lord of all lords. You are the controller of all controllers, the personality of Godhead, the Lord of everything worshipable. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Mahaprabhu, who disseminates transcendental enlightenment. Just to be in touch with him is to be in contact with the indestructible Brahma Jyoti. And there's a few more, so we'll read just one more. So this is from the this is from the Ananta Shamita. The Supreme Person, Sri Krishna himself, who is the life of Sri Radharani and is the Lord of the universe in creation, maintenance and annihilation, appears as Gaura or Maheshwari. Maheshwari. The Supreme Person, Sri Krishna himself, who is the life of Sri Radharani and is the Lord of the universe in creation, maintenance and annihilation, appears as Gaura or Maheshwari. So we see that Prabhupada has quoted many other scriptures as well, just to establish this fact that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from Krishna. But actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more than just Krishna. There's a pastime where in this place called Nidhuvan, Srimati Radharani and Krishna were taking rest. And then suddenly Srimati Radharani woke up and she says to Krishna, I had a dream. I had a very wonderful dream. And in this dream there were devotees, many devotees, but they were not like us. They were chanting your names, they were singing your names. And within, amongst these devotees, there was this very wonderful, tall personality. Very beautiful personality. And when I first saw him, I thought he was you. But then he couldn't be you, because he was of golden color. And then Srimati Radharani says, then he started chanting my name. And this convinced me even further that he was you. Because only you chant my name, like the way he did. Right? And so like this, Srimati Radharani is explaining what she dreamt. And so Krishna says, okay, and he takes out his Kastuba jewel. And he says, look, and Srimati Radharani looks at the jewel, and whatever Srimati Radharani dreamt was playing out in that jewel. And Srimati Radharani says, yes, this is exactly what I dreamt. And then Krishna says, actually, I haven't told you this, but this personality is me. But he's not just me, he's also you. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he states that Krishna, he becomes two, right? He expands into Srimati Radharani. And then again, they become one again in this form of Lord Chaitanya. So Krishna says, this is me, but it is also you. So in this combined form, I will appear in the age of Kali Yuga, and give out love of myself freely, without any discrimination. So in the, every time I listen to lectures and watch lectures and read, I put my notes down here. So let's see what we can read. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the 8th canto, there's the pastime of the churning of the milk ocean. So there were two camps, the demigods and the demons. You all know this pastime? I'm sure most of you know this pastime. So there were demigods and the demons, and they wanted the nectar of immortality. And so they went to Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, and put down their proposal. And Lord Vishnu said, if you go to the milk ocean and you churn in the core of the milk ocean, then this nectar will be produced. So then the demigods went to the milk ocean, but they realized there's nothing to churn. There's no churning rod. So they go back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your help. And Vishnu says, yes, we need a churning rod. So Vishnu advises, you go to the Mandarachala mountain, and you can use this mountain as a churning rod, right? But Vishnu, we need your help again. This mountain is too heavy for us to carry and put into the ocean of milk. So Vishnu says, don't worry, I will sort that out. And Vishnu transfers the mountain to the ocean of milk. But because of the weight of the mountain, it was so heavy that it was sinking into the ocean, right? This is a huge mountain. It's sinking into the ocean. And so the demigods go back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your help. What's the problem? The mountain is sinking, the churning rod is sinking. And so that's when Vishnu takes the incarnation of Kurmadev, the turtle incarnation, the tortoise incarnation. So it's explained that Kurmadev's shell, the circumference of his shell was 1,000,000 miles. So this was how big Kurmadev was. And he got underneath the Mandachala mountain and he held it up. So when this mountain was on the back of Kurmadev, it was sliding. There was no stability, right? It was sliding. And so the demigods go back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your help. What is the problem now? The mountain is sliding. It's not stable. So Vishnu says, well, actually, I had an itch on my back. So I was using the mountain to scratch my itch. Right? And the acharyas explained that really he did have an itch. And this was the pastime where he could scratch his back, because who can scratch the Lord's back? Or scratch the Lord's itch? Like this. Anyway, so now they had the churning rod. It was stable, but they didn't have any rope to churn. So they go back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your help. And Vishnu says, now what? We need a rope. And so Vishnu gives them the idea, go to Vasuki, the serpent. So Vasuki was the brother of Kaliya. You'll know the pastime of Kaliya. Krishna danced on the serpent, Kaliya. So this was Vasuki is the brother of Kaliya. So go to Vasuki, and he can become the rope to churn. So they go to Vasuki, and Vasuki accepts. And so now the churning rod is there, the rope is there to churn, to use as for the churning. And now the demons and demigods are fighting over which side of the Vasuki they're going to hold. And so the demon says, okay, you choose. Tells the demigod, you choose. And they say, no, we'll take the head. So then the demons say, no, but you are cheating us. We'll take the head. Right? So the demons had the head, demigods had the tail, and they began to churn. So they began to churn. And because of the churning, because of the friction, Vasuki became so hot that he started spitting fire. And he was burning the demons. And so then they stopped churning, and the demons said, no, we need to swap, we need to switch. And so they switched. So the churning went on. The churning went on. And still, with the friction, it became so hot that they couldn't perform this task anymore, the demons and the demigods. So they went back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your help. It's too hot. We can't bear this heat. We cannot work like this. So Vishnu takes the form of 1,000-handed Ajita. He holds the top of the mountains. He summons the clouds to pour rain. And then the churning goes on. Anyway, this goes on. And what comes out first from the ocean from the milk ocean? The poison. Yes. So poison comes out. So they go back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your... So anyway, Vishnu, before this, they asked Vishnu to help them to churn. So Vishnu took the side of the demigods. So Vishnu, the poison is coming out. What should we do? So Vishnu says, don't worry, I'll take care of this. So he comes in the form of Shiva. And what does Shiva do? Clasps his hands, he collects the poison, and he drinks the poison. Okay? So we know that Lord Shiva keeps the poison in his throat, right? Anybody knows why he keeps it in his throat? Because if he swallows it, the poison will go to his heart, where his worshipable Lord Ram resides. And if he takes it out of his mouth, then it will go on to the devotees. So what to do? There's two choices. So that's why Shiva keeps it in his throat. Okay? The poison. Anyway, the churning went on and so many other things, so many other gifts came out. Chandra, the moon, came out. Lord Indra's elephant, Airavata, came out of the churning. Lakshmi Devi came out. So many jewels came out. But Vishnu warned the demigods that don't be distracted by these gifts. Just keep on churning. Finally, after a long time of churning, the nectar comes out, right? So the demigods go back to Vishnu. Vishnu, we need your help. Now what's the problem? The nectar will come out, but we don't trust the demons, right? And the demons may steal the nectar, and all their hard work will go in vain. So they wanted Vishnu to distribute this nectar. So then Vishnu comes out, Shri Shri Radha Radhanatha Ki Jai. So Vishnu incarnates as Dhanvantari, and he gives the herbs to the demigods, and then he comes as Mohini Murti, and then he distributes the nectar of immortality to the demigods. So, in this pastime, how many times did they ask Vishnu for help? Many times, right? Maybe more than 10. So there's a lesson from this pastime. The lessons, number one is that everything must be done according to the instruction of the Supreme Lord. Okay? The bhakti that we perform, our devotional service, must all be done according to the teachings of the Supreme Lord and the teachings of the Acharyas. We can't concoct our own thing. Number two, second lesson, is that Kurma, he was not seen by the demigods because he was underwater, right? So Kurma was not seen by the demigods, but they had full faith that he was there, holding up the mountain. Okay? So, and keeping everything together. So, what we understand by this is we don't take credit for anything, because as we are churning our activities in devotional service, whatever success we get is not due to us, but it's the mercy of the Lord. Okay? And it's because of this inconceivable, invisible Kurma Dev, this incarnation, that is supporting under the water of our activities. Number three lesson, when you continue to churn, there will be poison that comes out. So in our devotional service, there'll be many obstacles. Some bad things may come out, We may have a project in chanting our japa, the poison of sleep comes out when we're chanting, yeah? Or the poison of distraction, Or we come together as a community and the poison of misunderstanding, miscommunication, all these things come out. Even maybe backstabbing, rumors that go around. And so many other things. If you stop chanting at that point, that all that you get is poison. So in performing devotional service, we may go through challenges, but we should not stop our devotional service. Right? So the demigods, they continue to churn. Right? Number 4, when you get material gains out of our services, don't get distracted. So Vishnu warned them. So many things, so many gifts will come out. Don't be distracted. Because if we're distracted, this can be detrimental to our devotional life. And lesson number 5 is wait for the nectar to come out. It'll take time, right? It takes a long, long, long time. But that nectar is Krishna Prem. And you continue with your service, continue with devotional service, and eventually, it will take a long time. Because Krishna Prem is not so easy. It's not such a cheap thing. Everybody that's here, you want love for Krishna, right? Who doesn't want it? Raise your hands. So you all want it. But it's going to take time. So don't be distracted. Don't lose hope. Associate with devotees. Okay? So this churning of the milk ocean is the process of churning our hearts. Okay? It's very difficult sometimes, but with the help of the Supreme Lord, the mercy of the Lord and the mercy of the devotees, it's very possible. So the conclusion from this pastimes, I'm just trying to, from another perspective, explain why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared. Why in this form? Why Krishna appears in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So the conclusion is that Vishnu serves his servants as a master. Right? So because the demigods, devotees of Vishnu, they went to Vishnu and asked him for so much of advice. And Vishnu, he obliged and he helped them as the master. He took the form of, he gave them the initial idea about the ocean of milk, the churning rod in the form of that mountain, the Vasuki in the form of, as the rope. He incarnated as Kurma Dev, etc. So he served his devotees, but as a master. Right? But what about the things that Vishnu wants? What about his personal desires? So the same Vishnu, he incarnates as Lord Nrsingadev. Okay? And Lord Nrsingadev, the incarnation of Lord Nrsingadev is such a fascinating incarnation. It's such a different incarnation. A half man, half lion. Ferocious form of the Lord. And even though he was, he was a very ferocious form of the Lord. And this devotee, Sri Prahlad Maharaj, you can say he was the, somebody that makes a film, the director. He was the director of this whole pastime. Because he just pointed to the pillar and this whole pastime took place. You know, it was like action. And he was just watching the movie, you know. So when Lord Nrsingadev appeared out of that pillar, all the demigods, they were so fearful, mesmerized. They couldn't believe their eyes, what they were seeing. But Prahlad, he was standing there with tears in his eyes, but tears of love. Because he could understand that this form of the Lord, Nrsingadev, was his worshipable Lord, even though he appeared in this very ferocious form. Because it's like if you have a pet dog, whether you come in your pajamas or in a clown outfit, the dog still recognizes you. So Prahlad Maharaj, in this way, even though Vishnu appeared in this form of Nrsingadev, he still could recognize that it was his worshipable Lord. I don't have much time. Okay, so we'll try and speed it up. Anyway, so after this drama takes place, Lord Nrsingadev appears from the pillar, and he kills Hiranyakashipu. Then he takes Prahlad onto his lap. In a very affectionate way, he's licking Prahlad's face with his tongue. just like a lion licks its cub. So he licks Prahlad's face, Prahlad's head. And then he asked Prahlad, "Aren't you afraid of me?" And what does Prahlad say? It's there in the Bhagavatam. Prahlad said, "My dear Lord, the lion is feared by the wild animals in the jungle, not by his own cub." Right? So the wild animals, they're fearful of the lion. But the cub of the lion, it can climb on its head and poke the lion's eyes with its paws, but the lion doesn't harm its own cub. Right? So Nrsingadev, he embraces Prahlad with so much affection. And Srila Sridhar Swami, he writes, who's actually the original commentator of the Srimad Bhagavatam, he writes that Nrsingadev is the predominating deity of Vatsalya Ras. You understand this? What's Vatsalya Ras? Yeah. So it's very hard to believe that this ferocious form of the Lord, he came, he killed Nrsingadev, he came and killed Hiranyakashipu, that he is the predominating deity of the parental ras, Vatsalya Ras. Right? And Sridhar Swami, he says that Nrsingadev, he asked Prahlad, "How does it feel to sit on my lap?" And Prahlad replies, "My Lord, I wish you could experience this greatest feeling of affection, to be seated on the lap of the greatest protector." Right? So when he heard this from Prahlad Maharaj, Nrsingadev had a desire. Actually, he had one desire. He wanted the chance to become a child and have a father. He wanted to feel what Prahlad was feeling for him. Okay? And this Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj says. So, to facilitate this one desire of Lord Nrsingadev, the entire Ramayana takes place. The Lord incarnates or comes as Lord Ramachandra. Okay? So, in the Satyuga, Nrsingadev appears. In the Treta Yuga, Lord Ramachandra appears. And he appeared as a child in the home or the palace of King Dasarath. And as a child, he spent so much time on his father's lap. And he felt that affection from Dasarath, that fatherly love. Okay? Because Dasarath loved Ramachandra. He loved him so much, it's inconceivable to us, you know. So, in that childhood pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, Nrsingadev fulfilled this desire. But now, as this pastime takes place, the pastime of Lord Ramachandra, he desired two desires. He developed two desires. And that two desires was that number one, he desired friendship. He wanted to know what it was like to be friends with his devotees. Because in that pastime, he tried to befriend Sugriv, right? So he helped Sugriv to get back his wife, and then Sugriv was supposed to help him to get Sita back. And Lord Ramachandra, he killed Bali, and so he tells Sugriv that, so we got your wife back, now you have to help me. And Sugriv says, but it's the monsoon season that's going to start, and that's 4 months. Let's go we'll do it after the monsoon season. And the first month passed, second, third, fourth month passed, 2 months extra passed, 6 months passed, but still Sugriv didn't come to help Lord Ramachandra. And he sends Lakshman to see what's wrong, and Lakshman comes back and says, these guys are still partying, looks like. Anyway, the pastime goes on, and then eventually Sugriv comes to his senses and he comes to Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Ramachandra wants to embrace him, but Sugriv slips out of that embrace and touches the feet of Lord Ramachandra. So he's accepting Ramachandra not as a friend, but as that master. right? And the same with Hanuman, even Vibhishan. Okay? And the second desire, so the first desire was Ramachandra wanted to know what it's like to have friendship with his devotees. And the second desire is that when he was in the forest, the Dandakaranya forest, there were so many sages that were there. And when they saw this beautiful form of Lord Ramachandra, then they desired to become females and have him as their husband. Okay? So he wanted to fulfill that desire of these sages. So, number one, Vishnu serves his servants as a master. Right? Sri Ramachandra serves his servants as a friend, because he always wanted to embrace them and have friendship with them. So, because Sri Ramachandra had these two desires, then he comes as Krishna, in his original form as Krishna. So we know the pastimes of Krishna very well. And he had so many friends, the Gopas, the coward girls, the monkeys were even his friends. Right? And he enjoyed so much of friendship with his devotees in this form of Krishna. And then we also know that he married all these sages that took birth as females in this in Krishna Lila. 16,108 he married 16,108 queens. So Krishna serves. There's so much to say, but I'm fighting for time here. So so the pastimes with his friends in Vrindavan, there's so much pastimes. One is the stealing of the butter with his friends, and we know he has this one famous friend, Madhu Mangal, who's what can we say? He has a pot belly. So one day Krishna wanted to go and raid one house of the gopi, one gopi's house. And he tells Madhu Mangal, he grabs him by his shika and says, "Come, let's go. And Madhu Mangal says, "But I'm a Brahmin, I don't steal. And I don't want to be involved in this." So Krishna says, "Come on, you don't have to steal, just be there for moral support." So Madhu Mangal goes along, and they get into the house, and Krishna and the other gopas are doing their thing, and Madhu Mangal is watching this in shock. These boys, they made a pyramid, a human pyramid, and Krishna is right on the top, stealing the butter. But suddenly that gopi of the house comes in. And she sees Madhu Mangal, and Madhu Mangal is shocked. He doesn't know what to do. And Krishna says, "Give her your blessings now. Give her your blessings." And Madhu Mangal starts to say the mantras, Om, And because he's Brahmin, then the gopi offers her obeisances. And then in this time, Krishna takes that opportunity to flee. And they jump out through the windows of the house. But Madhu Mangal is stuck in the house and he doesn't know what to do. This boy, he had nothing to do with this stealing of the butter, but he's the one that's caught. And he shouts to Krishna, "Krishna, help me!" And Krishna puts his hand through the window and grabs his shika and he tries to pull him through the window. And the gopi has got his dhoti, pulling him back. And now he's stuck. He can't come out because of his pot belly. And Madhu Mangal says, "Krishna, this is your fault." And Krishna says, "No, this is your belly's fault." Anyway, Krishna pulls him out and they run away. So they had so much of naughty pastimes, Krishna, with all his devotee friends, and even with the monkeys as well. And then he married all those queens. So he fulfilled those desires, two desires of Lord Ramachandra. So we see Vishnu, he serves his devotees as a master. Sri Ramachandra, he serves his devotees as a friend. Krishna serves his servants, his devotees, as a servant. Because we see that if we know the pastimes and we've read the Mahabharata and things, we see that he becomes a servant of the Pandavas. He touches the feet of Yudhishthir Maharaj. He brings the water for Bhimsen. He becomes the chariot driver of Arjuna. He stands outside the tent and guards Nakul and Sahadev. So he becomes, and there's so many other pastimes, and so he becomes the servant of his servants. Right? But in the course of this Leela, Krishna, he develops 3 desires. And the one is that he wanted to know how it feels to be a devotee. He also wanted to know the second desire, what qualities in me are they getting attracted to? What qualities are my devotees attracted to in me? And the third desire is that he wanted to experience that when I bless my devotees, what do they feel? Right? And then he appears as this golden incarnation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when he comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he becomes a devotee. Krishna comes as in the form of the devotee, showing us how to worship himself. So in this form, he experiences what a devotee is experiencing. Right? Yeah, so Krishna, he becomes a devotee in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And when he looks at Krishna, Jagannath, and then he feels what his pure devotees are feeling when they see Krishna. So the second one was, what qualities in me are they getting attracted to? So Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, when he looks at Jagannath, he looks at Krishna on the altar, he's attracted to his smiling face, to his beautiful lips, his flute. He's attracted to his pastimes. This is what we all are attracted to in Krishna, right? What are you all attracted to? Prashadam. That's also good. That's Krishna. Prashadam is Krishna. Right? And the third desire, he wanted to feel what the devotees feel when they are blessed by him. So when Mahaprabhu, he chants the holy name of Krishna, because this is what he came to give, the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. And Krishna is non-different from his name. Or his name is not, the name of Krishna is non-different from Krishna. And when Mahaprabhu chants this, then he feels what the pure devotees feel. The ecstasy, the tears pouring from the eyes, the tears of love, the hair standing on end. When he dances, when he looks at Jagannath on the Ratha Yatra cart, it's explained that he's in so much of, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in so much of ecstasy that tears are squirting like syringes from his eyes. So in that way, he fulfills the 3 desires of Krishna. So I just thought I'd explain in another way, because we hear all these pastimes individually, and we don't know what the connection is. So that is why Krishna comes in the form of the golden incarnation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay? Is that okay? So there's some questions. Is there karma involved in killing snakes? Well, I know the pastime where Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, there was a snake, I think, in the courtyard of the math, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur instructed his disciples to kill the snake. Because the snake is a very envious entity. We don't know when it's going to attack, you know. So he instructed the devotees to kill the snake. And it's also stated that a sadhu takes pleasure in killing a snake and a scorpion. So I think because of this, there's no karma involved in killing a snake. But just those two things. Don't kill anything else and eat. Yeah, so no karma involved in killing snakes. What is your view of the recent plane crash? It's sad, but we understand that, you know, we were speaking about this in the morning class as well, that everything is sanctioned by the Lord. So that plane crash, whatever took place, how it happened was arranged by Krishna, somehow arranged by Krishna. And it could have been that all those souls had to live together in that way. You know, it may sound harsh to say that, it's arranged by God, they had to go. But it's the reality. Yeah, it could have been all those souls that had to live together in that way. I'm not sure what the word is. A collective. Mataji used some word in the morning, I can't remember. Not collective karma, but something else. Anyway, yeah. Every day, all around us, these horrible things are happening. The other day was a plane crash. Before that, earthquake, tsunami. Why does it happen? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Why does it happen? All these bad things. Why is it happening? And it's happening because people have become so demoniac. Also, cow killing. Cow killing is going on unrestricted. I mean, I think there's million cows slaughtered daily. Some figure like that. And if this is the reaction, we're gonna see destruction, and we're gonna end. Lives are gonna end in destructive ways. Like to add something about that? Hare Krishna, you mentioned that the Devatas asked Lord Vishnu for help. How do we know when to ask for help, and how or in what mood should we ask for help? Well, we should always ask the Supreme Lord for help. But more especially, we should ask the Supreme Lord, we should ask Vishnu for help, to help us in our bhakti, to help us attain Him. You know, oh my dear Krishna, please help me to hear your names when I'm chanting it. Because the ultimate goal of life is to go back to Krishna. So that should be our only prayer to the Supreme Lord, only prayer to Vishnu. In that mood, please take me back. Please give me the intelligence. Please give me the will to perform my devotional service with love and devotion. That should be the prayer, in that mood. But whatever we do, we should pray to Krishna. You know, if you're coming to sit and speak over here, we should pray to Krishna that please give me the knowledge to say something that's pleasing to the audience and purifying for the speaker. If we doing some, whatever it may be. We're planning some festival. We have to pray to Krishna. Because without the mercy of the Lord, it's not going to happen. Like we told the pastime of the churning of the milk ocean. The demigods, they knew, they knew that Kurma was there. They had faith that Kurma was there under the water, even though they didn't see him. They couldn't see him. So we have to have faith that when we pray to the Lord, we get the mercy. We're going to get His mercy. Like that. So yeah, in a mood of servitude, we should pray. And pray all the time. The chanting is also a prayer. It's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's also a prayer that, oh my dear Radha Krishna, please engage me in your devotional service. Oh my dear Krishna, become my friend. Oh my dear Krishna, please bring my heart closer to your heart. Like that. What happens if you initiated and don't chant 16 rounds a day? Well, when we get initiated, we take a vow. So if we don't chant 16 rounds a day, then we're breaking that vow. And there may be so many reasons why we can't chant 16 rounds a day, but we must chant 16 rounds a day. So whatever you're doing that's stopping you from chanting the 16 rounds, stop doing that. If you have a TV in your house, take it and throw it away. Because yes, this is what's stopping us from chanting. Whatever it may be. And if you're not chanting 16 rounds, approach your spiritual master. There's no use hiding, then you're not going to get any help. So approach your spiritual master, or approach somebody that you have faith in, a devotee that you have faith in, and explain the situation and let them help you. Somebody that you trust. It doesn't mean if someone is senior, then you have to approach them, but somebody that you trust. Obviously, should be a little more senior than you. So, approach them or approach your spiritual master, explain the situation, and they will help you. But we must chant 16 rounds a day if we are initiated. If we're not, then try to get to, if somehow or other you've stopped it, start and try to get to it. If I don't know what the situation is, if you're only chanting 8 rounds, then start chanting 9, and the next week 10, and bring it up to 16, at least. Do that. But we should be chanting 16 rounds daily if we have taken a vow. Unless the spiritual master gives some special concession, yeah. But that's very rare. What happens if you initiate it and eat onion and garlic in food? Well, we'll be affected by the onion and garlic, by the lower modes of material nature. The reason why we don't eat onion and garlic is because it's food in tamagun, food in the mode of darkness, and it affects our mental condition. Onion and garlic makes us angry, makes us lusty. So we don't want to become angry. We want to become Brahmins, and we don't want to become lusty, because we have to control the sex desire. And if you initiated, it's expected that you should not eat this food with onion and garlic. If you are, stop it. Right? So what happens? You're breaking the vow. And there's reactions to breaking vows. Okay? So we'll stop here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for that very enlightening class and for sharing all those beautiful pastimes with us. Devotees, we have a few announcements. The ISKCON Durban Youth Group and the New Jagannath Puri Youth Group presents a special Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Ki Jai. The ISKCON Durban Youth Group and the New Jagannath Puri Youth Group presents a special Kirtan Mela tomorrow that will be taking place at New Jagannath Puri from 12 p.m. onwards. You're more than welcome to check out the social media pages for more information. A reminder that tickets are available for Bhakti Theatre's Make Me Dance at the Playhouse on the 12th of July. Today's prasadam was lovingly prepared by the residents of the Sri Sri Radha Radhanath temple, headed by Her Grace Sukumari Mataji. We will now observe Aarti and Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Namami Bhakti Chaitanya Prabhu. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutare Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Kodavani Pracharine Niveshesha Shinyabhari Paschatara Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasani Gaura Bhakta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasani Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan Yajna Ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaurahari, Nitai Gauranga, Gaurahari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Sachinandana Gaurahari, Jai Sachinandana Gaurahari, Jai Sachinandana Gaurahari, Jai Sachinandana Gaurahari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna. Nitya Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitya Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitya Gaura Haribo. Jaya, 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 Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotara Shata Srimad His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Kadada Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda ke Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopina Shamkun Radhakun Giri Govardhan ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki Shri Navadvip Marpa Dham ki Jai Ganga Maya ke Jai Yamuna Maya ke Bhakti Devi ki Tulsi Maharani ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan ke Jai Jai Gaura Permanente. All glories to the assembly. All glories to the assembly. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Namaste Narashingaya Da 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 yene Ranyaga Shimur Vashaha Hina Dankada Kada Ye Dorishingo Pada Dorishingo Yato Yato Yamida Dorishingo Tahiri Shingo Vidadi Nishingo Dada Shinga Vadim Sadana Prapade Kavigada Kamala Vade Naga Buddha Shinga 다리다 이라냐가 시고 다노뱅아 샤바리라 다라리루파 제이다그리샤레 자자그리샤레 자자그리샤레 Keshavadrita Naraharirupa Jajagarisha Hare Jajagarisha Hare Jajagarisha Hare Jaya Nachingare, 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 Jaya Nachingare. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Shri Lakshmi Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, God of Premanande.